Nehemiah chapter 12. Wehele hakohanim wahalawiyim. And these are the priests and the Lewiyim, Atara Alu, Imazarubbavel ben Shahalatiel, Yeshua, which came up with Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Yeshua. Sharaya, Yirmiah, Ezra. Sharaya, Yirmiah, and Ezra. Amaria Maluk, Hattush. That is Amaria Maluk, and Hattush. Shekaniah, Rehum, Meremot. That is Shekaniah, Rehum, and Meremot. Iddo, Ginnathoy, Abiyah. That is Iddo, Ginnathoy, and Abiyah. Miyamin, Ma'adiyah, Bilgah. That is Miyamin, Ma'adiyah, and Bilgah. Shemaiah, Yoyarib, Yedaiah. That is Shemaiah and Yoyarib and Yedaiah. Salu Amok, Hilqiyah, Yedaiah. That is Salu Amok, Hilqiyah, and Yedaiah. El Rashi HaKohanim Wa'achehem Biyameh Yeshua. These are the heads of the priests and their brothers in the days of Yeshua. Wahalawiyim Yeshua bin Nuy Qadmiel Sherebiyah Yehuda Mataniyah. And the Lewiyim Yeshua bin Nuy Qadmiel Sherebiyah Yehuda and Mataniyah Alahuyadot who were over thanksgivings, he and his brothers. وَوَقَّوُقِيَا وَعُنِّي أَخِيهِمْ لَنَقْدَامْ لَمِشْمَارُوت. And Waqavuqiyah and Unni or Unno, their brothers, over against them, according to their watches. وَيَشُوعَ Holid et Yoyaqim, and Yeshua begat Yoyaqim. Yoyaqim holid et Eliathib, and Yoyaqim begat Eliathib. Eliathib et Yoyada, and Eliathib Yoyada. That is, he begat him. Yoyada holid et Yonatan, and Yoyada begat Yonatan. Yonatan holid et Yadu, and Yonatan begat Yadu. V'biyameh Yoyaqim hayu kohanim rashi hahavot lisharaya Merayah liyirmiyah Hananiah. And in the days of Yoyaqim, priests were heads of the fathers. For Sharayah, for that house, Merayah. For Yirmiyah, Hananiah. Le'edra Meshulam, for Ezra was Meshulam. Lahamariah, Yehohanan, for Amariah was Yehohanan. Limeliku Yonatan, for Meliku or Maluki was Yonatan. Lishabaniah Yosef, for Shabaniah was Yosef. Laharim Adna, for Harim was Adna. Limaramot Helqai, for Marayot was Helqai. Iddo Zechariah, for Iddo was Zechariah. Leginnathon Meshulam, for Ginnathon was Meshulam. Lahaviyah Zikri, For Abiyah was Dhikri. Leminyamin, Lemo'adiyah, Pilatai. For Minyamin, for Mo'adiyah was Pilatai. It says here of Abiyah was Dhikri. In the New Testament, in the book of Luke, the first chapter, it says that Zacharias or Zechariah, the son of John the Baptist, Yohanan, was of the family, the priestly sub-tribe of Abiyah. So this is speaking about the priestly sub-tribes that had their roster to serve in the temple. Le Bilga Shamur, for Bilga Shamur, Lishmaiah Yehonatan, for Shemaiah was Yonatan. Uliyoya Rib Mattanai, and for Yoya Rib was Mattanai. Liyadaiah Ozi, and for Yadaiah was Ozi. Lesalu Qalai, Lesalai Qalai, for Salai was Qalai. Le'amok Eber, for Amok was Eber. Le'hilqiyah Hashabiyah, for Hilqiyah was Hashabiyah. Liyadaiah Nathanael, for Yadaiah was Nathanael. Hallowiyim biyame Eliathib Yoyada Yohanan Yadu. The Lewiyim in the days of Eliathib, Yoyada and Yohanan and Yadu, Ketubim Rahsheabot, were written, heads of fathers' houses. Wahakkohanim Ala Malakut the Daryaush Haparasi, and the priests upon the reign of Daryaush the Persian. Bnei Lewi Rashe Hahavot, the sons of Lewi, the heads of fathers' houses, Ketubim Ala Seper Divrei Hayamim, were written upon the record of the things of the days. That's the Chronicles. Ala Yameh Yohanan ben Eliathib, and upon the days of Yohanan the son of Eliathib. Of course, the Chronicles here are not necessarily the books called Chronicles in the Bible, but what we're saying is there was a written record, a chronicle. Warashe Hallawiyim Hashabiyah Sharabiah Yeshua ben Qadmiel wa Achehem Lenegdam. And the heads of the Lewiyim were Hashabiyah, Sharabiah, and Yeshua the son of Qadmiel, and their brothers before them. Lahallel Ulhodot b'mithawat David Ishaha Elohim, to praise and to give confession by the command of David, the man of the God. Mishmar le'ommat Mishmar, watch against watch. Mattaniah wa Bakbukiah Obadiah Meshulam Talmon Aqub. Mattaniah and Bakbukiah and Obadiah and Meshulam Talmon and Aqub. Shomerim Thorarim Mishmar Bahasupe Hathrarim, were keepers of the gates, the watch in the storehouses of the gates. We're keeping in the gates the watch of the storehouses in the gates. El biyame Yoyaqim ben Yeshua ben Yothadak. These were in the days of Yoyaqim, the son of Yeshua, the son of Yothadak. Biyame Nehemiah Hapeha, and in the days of Nehemiah the governor, were Ezra HaKohen HaSofer, and Ezra the priest the scribe. Bahanukat Homat Yerushalem, and in the dedication of the wall of Yerushalem, Vikashu et Halawiyim Mikol Makomotam. They sought the Lewiyim from all their places, Lahabiyam Lierushalem, to bring them to Yerushalem, La'ashot Hanukat Washimaha, to effectuate a dedication and joy, Ubethodot Ubashir, and in thanksgiving and in song, Methilatayim Navalim Ubekinorot, cymbals and psalteries or lyres, and by harps. Vayehasifu b'nei hamashorarim, and the sons of the singers were gathered, were mina hakikar sevivot Yerushalem, were mina hathare netofati, and from the plain round about Yerushalem, and from the villages of the Netophathim, were mibet hagilgal, and from Beth Hagigal, from the house of the Gilgal, were mibet Hagilgal, and from the house of the Gilgal, were Mishadot Geva, were Azamaweth, and from the fields of Geva and Azamaweth, Ki Haserim Banu Lahem Hamashorarim Sabivot Yerushalem, for the singers built for them villages round about Yerushalem. Wayitahu, Wayitahru, Hakohanim, Wahalawiyim, and the priests and the Lewiyim cleansed themselves. Wayitahru etaha'am, and they cleansed the people. Wa'etahathrarim, Wa'etahahoma, and the gates and the wall. Wa'ala etashare Yehuda, and I brought up the princes of Yehuda, me'alalahoma, from upon to the wall, from over the wall. Wa'amidu thetetodot gedolot, watahalukot layamin me'alalahoma lethar ha'ashpot. And I made stand 2 great confession companies or thanksgiving companies and processions to the right from above the wall to the gate of the dung. Vayelech acharehem Hosha'iyah Wahati Share Yehuda, and Hosha'iyah went after them, and half of the princes of Yehuda, Azariah, Ezra, Meshulam, and Azariah, Ezra, and Meshulam, Yehuda with Binyamin, Shemaiah with Yeremiah, Yehuda and Binyamin, and Shemaiah and Yeremiah. وَمِبْنَي HaKohanim Bahathothrot, and from the sons of the priests by trumpets, Zechariah ben Yonatan ben Shemaiah ben Mattaniah ben Michaiah ben Zakur ben Asaph. Zechariah the son of Yonatan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Michaiah, the son of Zakur, the son of Asaph. Ve'echayu Shemaiah wa'Azarahel Millalai Gillalai Ma'ai Nathanael Yehuda Hanani Bikale Shir David Ish HaElohim. And their brothers, Shemaiah and Azarahel and Milalai, Gilalai, Baal, Ma'ai, Nathanael and Yehuda, Hanani, by the vessels of the song of David, the man of the God. Ezra Hasofer lifnehem, and Ezra the scribe was before them. Wa'al Thagar Ha'ain, and upon the fountain gate were Negadam, and before them Alu al Ma'alot Ir David. They went up upon the ascent of the city of David. Bama'al Lahoma, by the ascent of the wall. Me'al Lebet David, from upon the house of David. Wa'ad Thagar Hamayim Mizrah. Wa'ad Thagar Hamayim Mizrah, and upon the gate of the water eastward. Wahatoda Hashenit, and the second Thanksgiving company, Haholeket Lemol, that going before them, Wahani Achareha, and I after it. Wahati Ha'amame Allah Lahahoma, and half of the people from upon to the wall, Me'al Lemigadala Hatanurim, from over the tower of the furnaces, Wa'ada Ha'homa Horahaba, and upon the wall, the broad wall. Me'al Lethagara Ephraim, and from upon to the gate of Ephraim, Wa'al Thagara Hayashana, and over the old gate, Wa'al Thagara Hagdagim, and over the fish gate, Migdala Hananael, and the tower of Hananael, Migdala Hameah, and the tower of the 100, or the Meah, Wa'ad Thagara Hathorn, and unto the gate of the sheep. Wa'amadu Bethagar Hamatara, and they stood in the gate of the guard. Wata'amodna Thete, and the two Thanksgiving companies stood, Bebetaha Elohim, in the house of the God. Wahani Wahathi Hasaganim, in me, and I and half of the rulers or princes, prefects with me. Wahakohanim Eliakim, Ma'asheya, Minyamin, Micaiah, Elioenai, Zechariah, Hananiah, Bahathotherot, and the priests Eliakim and Ma'asheya and Minyamin and Micaiah and Elioenai, Zechariah and Hananiah, by the trumpets. ومعشيا وشمعيا وإلعازار وعزي ويهوحنان وملكيا وإيلام وعازر ويمشيعو هم مشورريم ويزرحيا حباقيد. And Ma'asheya and Shemaiah and Eleazar and Uzzi and Yehohanan and Malachiah and Elam and Azar. And they were making, and the singers were making loud, making heard. And Yizrahiah was the overseer. وَيِذْبَحُوا بَيُومَ هَهُ, and they sacrificed in that day the Bahim Gedolim, many great sacrifices, وَيِشْمَاهُ, and they rejoiced. Ki ha-Elohim shimaham shimaha gedolah, because the God had made them rejoice a great rejoicing. وَغَمَهَنَّاشِيم وَحَيِّلَادِيم shamechu, and also the women and the children were rejoicing. وَتِشَامَ شِمَحَتْ Yerushalem merahok, and the rejoicing of Yerushalem was heard from afar. وَيِبَّاقَدُوا بَيُومَ هَهُ هَنَاشِيمَ عَلَى هَنَّشَاكُوتَ, and in that day were mustered, they mustered men, no, in that day men were mustered over the chambers, lahotharot hatarumot, for the treasuries of the heave offerings, for the heave offerings, la reshit, for the first fruits, la ma'asharot, and for the tithes, liknosabahem, for gathering in them, lishadeh ha'arim, for the fields of the cities, manahot hatorah, the portions of the law, lakohanim walalawiyim, for the priests and for the Lewiyim, ki shima hat Yehuda ala hakohanim wa ala halawiyim ha'omedim. For the rejoicing of Yehuda was over the priests and over the Lewiyim, those standing. وَيِشْمَرُوا مِشْمَرَةَ Elohim, and they kept the charge of their God. وَمِشْمَرَةَ HaTorah, and the charge of the cleaning or purification. وَهَمَّشُرَّرِيم وَهَثOغَرِيم, and the singers and the porters or gatekeepers. كَمِثْوَةَ دَاوِيدَ شَلَومُ بْنُو, like the commandment of David, Shalomo his son. Ki biyameh David wahasaf miqadam, for in the days of David and Asaph, from of old, or from the former time, Rashi Hamshorarim, were heads of the singers, Washira Tehillah Wahodot Lehelohim, and song of praise and confessions or thanksgivings to God. W'chol Yisrael biyameh Zerubbabel, and also all Yisrael in the days of Zerubbabel, biyameh Nehemiah, and in the days of Nehemiah, notanim manayot hamshorarim v'hathorarim, devar yom b'yomo, givers of portions, giving portions of the singers and of the porters, the matter of a day in its day, the thing of a day in its day, maqdishim lalawiyim, and sanctifying the Lewiyim, wahallawiyim maqdishim libane Ahron, and the Lewiyim were sanctifying for the sons of Ahron, probably the tithe